Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 2. A little disclaimer, I feel a cold coming, so I don't know, my voice might be a little bit subpar currently. I hope I'm not too quiet or anything, and I hope I don't start sneezing or coughing like crazy halfway through this video, but I really want to record, and I kind of need to if I don't want to break my somewhat, mostly unbroken chain of uploads, so I think I'm good though. Good enough to record it. Yeah, we're finally going to talk to Ayatsu. Honestly, I should really go ahead and talk to the commander of a new outpost first and foremost before anything else. But I don't know. I just can't help myself most of the time. Anyway, we're here now. The commander of this humble fort is standing at the head of the table, surrounded by the piles of maps and messages that come with the post. There is a refreshing lack of bottles of alcohol surrounding her. Refreshing lack, okay. She waves you forward. Yes, welcome. You are... She checks a message. And Atantuo, yes? Courier brought this letter today. I am Ayatsu, and Redbeard has honored me with the command here. I can give you your next set of directions. Please also take the chance for a good meal and a hot bath. Oh, wow. Thanks very much. It's awfully nice of you. Okay, I can talk to her about Laris right away. I don't think I want to do that, though. I did run into some wretches on the way here. Ayatsu nods. Yes, we have been seeing a lot of those pests nearby. Enough that it is suspicious. We are watching the problem closely. I also found this scroll on their chief. And Atsu looks at it, then you, then it again. This is you. The creature was hunting you? Very odd. I thought they were simple pests. I will inform the Black Fortress of this. I think Hard Protest will be very interested. Well, I mean... I mean, I will inform Protoss if I... once I return. Not just Protoss. Redbeard must learn of this immediately. Well, between these two, inform no one. I will handle it personally. And I take the scroll back. And I accidentally chose answer number 1. That was stupid. Wait a second. That was dumb. I'm gonna quickly reload just in case this messed something up. See you in a second. Alright. Inform no one, please. There we go. Well, Etsu thinks it odd. She puts down her pen. She watches as you roll the scroll back up and pocket it. As you wish. Oh. Tell me about this fort. It is new, as you can tell. Construction began about 2 weeks after the assault on Avadon 3 years ago. We have one simple task. Okay. Are there many forts like this? Only a few. I can't tell you where. Avadon keeps the locations of its outposts as secret as possible, especially in the last few years when our unknown enemies began to hunt hands for sport. Are you properly equipped? No. Since Avadon was sacked, Hanra's council looks for any excuse to cut our budget and sap our power. That is why Councillor Filana is in the fort now. Right. I'm going to talk to her once I'm done here, I suppose. Our enemies watch us carefully, looking for any excuse to drain us further. What is the purpose of this fort? We watch the Taiwan Empire. Since we learned of Deleuze, we have been observing that particular farland very closely, and not only because Deleuze is from there. Okay. What has been happening in the Taiwan? Many suspicious things. More of their soldiers on their roads, purchasing more raw materials. Mayors and lords avoiding us or lying when we track them down. Many little things, all suspicious. Okay. How did you come to be here? I was available. I suspect that I was simply the first eye Redbeard saw after he decided to build Fort Forsyth. I've been here since this was just a grassy field. It has been a great effort. Why did he need an eye? The primary purpose of Fort Forsyth is observation. We watch the Taiwan, figure out what they are doing and where Deleuze is. This is the province of the eyes. Should a war start and more direct action be required, I will be replaced with a hand. It's been a big job? Building an outpost and spy network from nothing inside of 3 years with inadequate staffing and materials? Yes, it's been a bit of a slog. I can imagine. Okay. So what can you tell me about my mission? Well, as you learned in the corruption, Deleuze, if he exists, is hiding in the temples of the Taiwan. This is good information, but very delicate. The Taiwan are very sensitive about their temples, and the temples are very dangerous. I am sending you to the town of Sertica. She marks a location on your map. Sertica, if I remember correctly, is also the town where that young woman who was waiting in Avadon is from, and she asked us to go there and look into some strange occurrence, some dark energy or something like that. So that's very handy that we're going to be sent there anyway. She marks the location on our map. It's an odd place, but I have been able to enlist one spy there, a young artist by the name of Valence. Go there, and he will tell you what temple to go to. Be very careful, though. Do nothing to draw attention to him. Okay, I'll try. Anything else you can tell me about Sertica? We actually know very little about it. It is very small, but very wealthy and very, very tight-knit. Getting a spy there was very difficult. You will find few friends there. Why are you sending me to Sertica? You're not the only spies I'm sending into the Taiwan, of course. I'm sending you into Sertica in particular because... She looks at her maps and thinks about it for a long moment. I think it is a suspicious place. It is just a hunch, but it is so wealthy and so hard to infiltrate, and there seems to be a lot of troop movement around there. It has gone unexamined for too long. Tell me more about this Valence. A young, promising artist, but he has debts and a problem with wine. He was easy to recruit. However, you need to be very careful when talking to people. Say nothing that makes them think that Valence is of particular interest to you. Okay. Tell me about Taiwan temples. She laughs. Oh, it is an odd field of study. We know so little about them, but she consults some of her notes. The Taiwan worship their ancestors. In particular, they worship their sovereigns, their ultimate leaders, as gods. Every sovereign of note has a massive temple built in his or her honor. And that leads to the odd thing. What is the odd thing? We believe that it is strange. It seems that the worship of the Taiwan brings their sovereigns back to a sort of life, as a ghost or a presence, or I don't know. Yannick is listening very closely. Bear this in mind when investigating. There may be powerful, unpredictable magic at work. Okay, who's the current leader of the Taiwan anyway? Sovereign Vartius is his name. He is deep into his dotage. Dotage? Don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Too busy drooling into his cup to act against the pact. Whoever Deleuze is, we believe he keeps a distance from the official Taiwan government. Why do you know so little about the temples? The Taiwan are very protective of the temples and their bizarre gods. Investigating them was not thought worth the strife it caused. This makes the temples the perfect place for Deleuze to hide. This is also why we can't leave them alone anymore. Fair enough. Anything else I can do for you while I'm here? Ayatsu thinks about this. I don't want to distract you, because what you are doing is very important, and yet I have very few hands in my service. A sinkhole recently opened up to the northwest. We have seen movement around it. Could you go and peek your head into it? Look around inside. Just make sure it's not going to be a problem for us. What sort of movements? Looked like wretches. Well, that's not a surprise. Those things get everywhere. I'd rather they not be clustering outside my fort if possible. So, just look around inside? Exactly. Make sure there is nothing nasty in there waiting to eat my scouts. Okay. So, there I have my quest. Hart Callan asked me to speak with Counselor Filana. Any advice? She shakes her head. I wouldn't bother. She is a confirmed foe of the Black Fortress, but then Hart did ask. She sighs. Do what she wants. Try not to anger her. Perhaps we can find a way to bring her to our side. I'm not optimistic. Okay. I talked to Laris on my way here. He has ideas about how to better... Ayatsu cuts you off. Yes, he's complained repeatedly. Normally I'd allow it. However, my orders are explicit. We must keep our presence here as quiet as possible, not draw any attention. If I let him start digging trenches or build a fleet of ships or whatever else, every wretch, ogre, and worst Tawan in the area will think we are here to fight. The answer is no. Don't ask again. Don't ask again. Okay. Message received. I had some notes. Good hunting. Okay. Nice. The sinkhole. Yes. Sinkhole just opened. We saw that briefly. Closed off part of the building here with a way down into the underground area. Presumably. Unless that's this building has its separate basement. Alright. That's probably also... yeah, okay, just another room. Just making sure. As is this. No further... oh, Jaslyn. Oh, almost missed you. No Avadon outpost would be complete without a hall of records. Avadon gathers huge amounts of information, and keeping all it straight and accessible is the main job of the Eyes. However, this eye is unusually agitated. She is shifting around piles of paper, far more than you would expect for a fort this young. When you enter, she looks annoyed. I'm Jaslyn. I hope you don't need any information. I don't have time to find it. I'm collecting, not distributing. Okay. What's your task here? Information, collection, processing, distribution. It is the work of the Eyes, and we are learning much from our observations of the Tawan Empire. Why are you so busy? Because of Counselor Filana. She's staying with us, making us all miserable. What is she doing exactly? She's on Hanvar's council. She hates Avadon, and she thinks we spend too much money. Thus, I have to provide manifests, ledgers, accounts of what information we have gathered. It's a great way to spend my time. It's not like the Pact has any real problems to face. Okay. You said that you collect information? That is my task. In particular, you are encouraged to collect any secret information about the Pact or any magical secrets that would unduly aid the Farlands. If you find any Pact records or arcane notes, bring them to me. I will pay you, and you will keep weapons. Out of the hands of the enemy. Fair enough. I'll be going then. She gives you a brusque nod and goes back to sorting records. Is that an official quest? Yes, the record keeper. If you find any intriguing arcane notes or records of sensitive Pact affairs. Gotcha. Okay. Well, next stop. Filana. There she is. Hello, Counselor. Although Fort Forsyth is very rough and rustic, they have made sure to have luxurious guest quarters for any important visitors, like this woman. When you enter, she sets aside her cup and pen and rises from her couch. Her guards start to search you, but she waves them away. Peace, warriors. This is the honored Atantuo, ascending hand of Avadon. Have no fear. As a guard fetches you some tea, she says, Welcome. I am Filana, full Daramite representative of Hanvar's Council. I am glad you stopped by. I wanted to speak with you. Okay. You are a member of Hanvar's Council? I am so honored. I have been chosen one of 3 Daramites of the on the Council. I learn, I travel, I vote. I do what I can to embody the true spirit of the Pact. Who chose you? The people. Well, they chose their mayors. The mayors assembled and chose me. So the people chose me indirectly, but it happened in the Daramite way. Daramite way sounds stupid. No, they actually don't, although I might be influenced by the fact that in our world, democratic votes are kind of the rule these days. Yeah, Daramite ways are odd, but I like how you govern yourselves. She laughs gently in a way that only projects cold certainty. Lovely, but you realize your opinion does not matter to me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for being nice. Will never happen again. Promise. So anyway, Well, I guess, why are you here? Well, funny thing, I was looking through Avadon's ledgers and I found that lots of money was disappearing. Turns out Redbeard was diverting the gold to build this place. Without the formality of consulting with the council. Intriguing, yes? How could I resist coming and finding what was going on? Did Redbeard do wrong? How can he? Laws don't apply to him. He can do whatever he wants, to whoever he wants. On the other hand, the people who actually provide the gold sometimes like to find out where it goes. Idle curiosity, you know? What have you learned? Very little. Aiatsu spends far more time smiling and nodding than providing information. Of course, I am used to this behavior from servants of Avadon. So you wanted to speak with me? I did. She sips her tea. It's been interesting. Everyone here has been all a Twitter about your arrival. Very excited. So tell me, why are you here? She reclines back in her chair and smiles disarmingly. You suddenly start to feel nervous. No reason to. Wouldn't Hanvar's council know about the list? Maybe not. It's secret Avadon business. I mean, if I tell her it's standard patrol, she won't believe me anyway. So yeah, it's secret Avadon business, I guess. Although that's probably, well, that's sure to anger her, which I was told not to do. Oh well. Her eyebrows shoot up. Really? So secret and important that you would conceal it from a full member of Hanvar's council? Oh, this is intriguing. I assure you that your efforts here now have my undivided attention. Thank you, Atantro. Very helpful. I mean, yeah. You were suspicious before, right? Anything I can do for you? Councillor Filana tilts her head to one side. The service of a hand offered freely? No need for a bribe? How odd. To answer your question, yes, there is something you can do. You will receive no payment. Avadon will gain no favor. It is simply something you can do. That is reasonable. That's not reasonable at all, but fine. I'll at least listen to it. Then do this. Something is being built in the cellars, right below my feet, in fact. I can feel the vibrations, sense the magic. Something large is being constructed below. I want you to see it with your own eyes and describe it to me, that is all. You haven't seen it yourself? Aiatsu will not let me below, and she will not answer my questions. If you want to turn aside my increasing anger, you should find an answer to my question. Okay. I mean, I'm curious myself. Something large is being built on the cellars roughly underneath her quarters. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm curious myself, and I will definitely take a look at it, if only for my own sake. If nothing else. Of course, she doesn't have an access to the cellars. I would be. Why would there be in the guest quarters? Have I been? I've not been in the Hans halls, right? I checked out the training hall last time. And then these two buildings. Okay. Right, so I'm definitely going to check out what's going on underneath the fortress, because I am suspicious myself. But whether or not I'm going to tell her the truth or not. Oh, right, I did go in here. It's kind of the barracks / common rooms. Was there something that Han Bryant didn't want to talk to me about before I spoke to Aiatsu? I thought... I don't know. I have the vague feeling that someone here was considering giving me some kind of quest that said I should talk to Atsu first. Maybe I'm imagining things. And that kind of thing has happened in previous places I've visited, so maybe I'm just confusing this with one of those. How can you train me? Have something for trade. Totems. Oh, I've not looked at these last time. These are interesting because they provide bonuses for just carrying them. I mean, pretty steep prices. 1% chance to parry and riposte. I don't know. 2% less time for abilities to recharge. That's really I mean, what difference is that going to make? With a cooldown, I don't know, typical cooldown might be 5 to 8 turns or something like that, or maybe 5 to 10. 2% less. That will not make any difference at all. Maybe if stacked with lots of these kinds of bonuses, but I don't really have those. 10% to critical hit chance. That, on the other hand, is way more palpable. 15% chance to evade. This one as well. Yeah, they are expensive. No kidding. Scarabs. Magic missile. What? Leap to target. Berserk leap. Magic missile. Magical missile. Huh. I guess it counts as a magical missile. Internally, you turn into a missile, and because you deal the damage, deal damage to the enemy, knocking them back and dazing them. Pulls nearby foes closer. Huh. Well, that's actually interesting. And straight up strength and dex increase. It's actually a good one for a Tantuo. This one would be good for Khalida, and this one, I don't know. The damage is kind of meh. I mean, leap to the target but knock them back at the same time? That doesn't seem super useful in most situations. Well, I can't use them right now. This one seems pretty straightforward. I think... I'm not gonna buy them right now. I can't use them anyway, unless I return to Avadon first, which I'm not necessarily planning to do. Okay, so what do I do? What to do? I guess I'm going to explore the underground first. Where have I seen... Yeah, right. There was a way here, a way down, and then there was one in the Hall of the Hands, I guess. Right. Warning: South Hall is secured. So that might be the one leading to whatever is being constructed. Sure, I'll take that gold bar just lying around casually in that wooden crate. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. So this is just the other stairs up. Gotcha. Huh, secure. That probably means turrets and snares and, well, turrets and mines, rather. So I'm gonna save here. Right, one lockpick. Yep, there we go. Oh, these might... Oh. Several turrets have been placed in this hall to keep intruders out. When you pass through the door, they all swivel to aim at you. Then they click ominously. Okay. Of course they turn hostile now. Well, I'll have to take out these mines to get through to the turrets. Razor flingers and one ice turret. So if I'm in range of the ice turret, and I think I am, we'll all be hit anyway, even if I try to position him here, but we'll see. Oh, maybe not. Oh, and all the hits missed. That's actually kind of amazing. Oh, well, then my own hits miss as well. Well, these have some terrible aim, or they are just really, really low level. Will a turret stop me? Yes, it will. That makes no sense, but oh well. Okay, let's take out this one. That's definitely the more annoying one. I should have probably gone ahead and disarmed this one. Yeah, they're really not very dangerous at all. Unlike some others that I've come across earlier. Oops. Good thing that didn't really do anything at all. Okay. That wasn't a problem. The locker is full of tools. There's a lot of hammers, picks, and Tinkermage gear. Nothing that seems useful to you. Yeah, why would Tinkermage gear be of any use to me? I mean, if I was a Tinkermage, maybe, but as it is. The deep cellars. What? I can't go on? That's annoying. And there's a way. Well, this must be the one that leads, like from the geography of the place. This one must be the this one must be the one that leads to or from Etsu's building. Huh. So what's this way? This must be toward the actual, I don't know, construction site. Is there a hidden switch somewhere? Huh. Well, I didn't expect to. Oh. Well, well, well. Okay. Oh, this only. Okay. I can't get there, but I can actually see it. The slimy tunnel narrows to a 3-foot wide 3-foot wide crevice. At the end of the crack, you see a window. You slide forward and peer through it. What you see on the other side was intended to be a storeroom, deep, dank, and mostly disused. Then it was remodeled. Mages built a portal. Craftsmen dragged down an old gilt chair to serve as a throne. A rug was placed to the north of a rusty drainage grate. The chamber oddly reminds you of Redbeard's Hall back in Avadon. It looks like Fort Forsyth has expended considerable money and effort to build it. What? This is bizarre. There's a portal and, well, I don't really see the gilded chair, but I'll take the game's word for it. Can I please move over just to maybe see some more of this room? No? Can I not? Oh, well. Okay. Redbeard's Hall. Replica. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like it. And I guess the way it was described, being all grimy and stuff, that's really weird. I don't know what to make of this at all. Let alone what to tell Philana about it. I'm interested in seeing what options the game gives me to describe that. I'm assuming that I will be allowed to lie to her. That is really bizarre. Let's save, just to be sure. Okay, Philana reclines on her couch and sips from a cup of tea. Join me for a time, Atantuo. I'm always eager to speak with members of your odd sect. It is how I learn. Right. Well, I saw what they're building below. More storerooms. I saw what they're building below. A hall for Redbeard. Is it really? I mean, do we know that? A hall for Redbeard? Does Redbeard want to make this like a refuge place if he needs to leave Avadon? Huh. Maybe he's just planning ahead for bad times. For when he'll eventually have to abandon Avadon for good. And he somehow wants to make this place out of all the places his new hideout, his new base of operations. Well, we don't know that. We don't know any of that. We can only speculate here. And I wouldn't have considered this a hall for Redbeard. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I'm not going to tell her that, even if I was sure. Well, they're building more storerooms. Councillor Philana tries to appear calm, but you can see how angry she is. Of course, just a storeroom. You may be a mighty warrior, Atantuo, but Etsu is far the better liar. Thank you, Atantuo. Your trickery has been most instructive. That is all. She wasn't lying about the lack of reward. Hey, what will you think of Avadon now? I think they are arrogant. I think they ignore the law, the council, and anything resembling the will of the people of Linnaeus. Your disassembling Your dissembling has done nothing to change my opinion. No, I wouldn't expect it. If you have hoped to turn me into an ally of Avadon with your efforts, rest assured that you are farther from your goal than ever. Okay, I'll leave then. Have a terrible day, for all I care. Of course, yeah. We did get some experience for it. Well, I mean, I don't think there was any way that I could have really pleased her, or maybe, but I don't know. Probably not. She would have hated Avadon just the same, but she would have known more about it, and that can't really be in my interest either. No matter what I think of Avadon. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. We're going to take a look at that sinkhole next time. As always, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Till then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye.